Duty. It's Alicia here from Bridechilla. I'm the founder of the Bridechilla podcast and movement, and I am your host for the Bridechilla 30 Days of Wedding Planning. This is a video short series that just covers in a very short way all of the stuff I talk about on the Bridechilla podcast, really to empower you with knowledge and give you the information that will help you plan your wedding minus the bullshit. I'm bullshit free all the way. And also, there are no discussions about planning a perfect day or the best day of your life, because I really believe that weddings are a fantastic event, but striving for perfection, which is actually something that doesn't exist, by the way. It's like striving for unicorns. They're amazing, but they don't exist. Sorry, spoiler. Or this idea that you're planning the best day of your life. And it bothers me because I'm like, I loved our wedding day, but I really hope I have 50 more best days of my life to come. So I really try and cut all that shit out and just give you information to get you planning, to get you in the chiller mindset, and to realize there's a lot of shit that you can just ditch. There's a lot of pressure, obligation, and expectations that you can put in the fuck it bucket. And if you don't know what the fuck it bucket is, you're just going to have to go back to the fuck it bucket video. Hang on, what day was that? I don't know. It was earlier on, day 3 or 4, where I help you learn about what the fuck it bucket is and all the shit that you can put in it. One thing I don't want you to put in the fuck it bucket are contracts. And you may say, Alicia, this sounds like a boring thing. I don't know if I want to learn about contracts. Snores. No, don't turn it off. Trust me, this is for helping you and the vendors you're going to be working with. Now, I don't know if you're like me, and especially recently, I suppose, with all this data protection going on and Russians stealing our souls and, sorry Russians, not all of you, just data mining is not great on social media, and we realise how much of ourselves we give away and much of our information we give away and how much trust we put in companies to maintain that privacy. And I think about when, I'm on my iPhone and it says, oh, we've got an update of our privacy terms, or here's a contract. And I'm just like, yeah, just trying to download music and go down and just press yes. And literally I could have signed away my first child for all I know. I don't read them. And that's bad. That is bad, because one day I'm sure all of us will have a situation where you're like, I should have read the fine print. I should have read the contract. Things probably would have been better for me. So when it comes to weddings, you're going to be dealing with a lot of different vendors, up to 20 people, maybe more, that will be supplying services and goods for your wedding day. And you want to make sure that the people that you hire, that you hand over your precious hard-earned money, and maybe money from your wedding donors, your parents or friends that have generously, hopefully without conditions, given you, you want to make sure that that money is being given to people that are going to do the service or provide the goods that they have promised you. And it's very easy to get excited about hiring a vendor or meet some sort of indie vendor or a friender that we've talked about before that have a bit of a casual attitude towards contracts. And to me, it's always sort of alarm bells. If they don't have something for you to sign and you can't then go through the terms of the agreement that you are making, I would be a little bit worried about that. And a few people have sort of left voice messages for the Bridechilla podcast. Now, I want to say I'm not a lawyer. I don't have any legal training, although I just passed media law in college. Just passed it. So I wouldn't really come to me for legal advice. But, so I want to say everything I'm saying here, see a proper lawyer, blah, blah, blah. But I do know, with the experience of the Bridechilla podcast and community, we've had a couple of people get into sort of really annoying situations with vendors after the wedding, where a vendor has not supplied what they had asked for, or, for example, a photographer had done a really shitty job or hadn't provided a wedding album, or had said there'd be a second shooter there on the day and there wasn't. And really, when it comes back to something going wrong or something not happening, if you sign a contract, you've always got something to go back on and say, well, you said you do this, 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 and this, and you didn't. So what are we going to do about it? Or we've made this agreement, that's locked in. We both know where we need to be on the day. You're going to pay this much money and the vendor will do this service for you or give you these goods. And it works both ways. Vendors want to make sure that you're going to pay them. So they want to present a contract to make sure that's the agreement that you've made. You're saying, all right, I'm going to pay $500 on this date, and then at this date, I will be paying the remainder of the fee. Here's another $500, and that is our business done. I will come on the day and provide you with this service. Without the contract, you are completely loose in the wind. You've got nothing to back up the agreement, and if a vendor decides not to turn up, or if they provide a good or service that is not what your expectations, is not managing your expectations, not achieving your expectations, Alicia, then you have nothing to go back and say, but this isn't what you said you'd do, because you've got it in writing. So I just want to reiterate, although, as I've said, with my bloody Apple contract that I'm, zooming through and just saying yes to, take time to read the contract. Make sure you understand the contract, and if you don't, you can discuss the contract with the vendor. And also, if you feel really strongly about it, and especially if you're investing, lots of your money, maybe seek professional assistance and get someone else to read a contract if you think there's anything off in it. There are things, and I go really in depth in a couple of episodes of the Bridechilla podcast that I think are really important, especially when it comes to photography, to just understand what you own, what the photographer can share. If you don't want your wedding shared on social media, maybe it's in the contract that by signing away and agreeing to work with this photographer that they're allowed to share images of your wedding on social media. This doesn't happen all the time, but if you don't read it and you don't know, and you see your wedding up on one of a wedding website and you're like, well, I didn't even agree to that. Oh, actually I did. If I'd read the fucking contract, that's what it will help you understand, and also just cover both of your asses. So there you go. I think contracts are really important. I think they can be complicated, but literally just spending 5 minutes, skimming them, reading them, understanding them, and ask any questions that you don't understand. It will save your ass, especially if something goes wrong, which I'm sure it won't. But if it does, you got the contract. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow's episode of the Bridechilla 30 Days of Wedding Planning is a good one. It's something that annoys me, and it's something I like to talk about a lot, and that is the concept of sweating for the wedding and body image in general when it comes to wedding planning. There's a lot of pressure for people to look certain ways, and I think we've potentially gone out of control a little bit with it. And I just want to bring it all back. I just want to bring it back to what makes you happy and your partner happy, and not to feel pressure to be some sort of weird Skeletor or look different, and body image in general, to have to get hair extensions or a tan if that's not who you are in real life. So I'm excited to talk with you about that, and I've got lots to say. Duh, when have I not? Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you will listen to the podcast, and also if you're interested in procuring one of these books, the Bridechilla Survival Guide and the Bridechilla Field Guide, they are good times for all. They are great for straighty couples, same-sex couples. There are gender-neutral terminology all throughout, so it's great for everyone. And also they're fun and bullshit-free. They're not floral and telling you to have a perfect day. I love these books. I wrote them, by the way, and I'm so proud of them. And thank you to everyone who has purchased already, and all of your amazing 5-star reviews. Oh la la. Until tomorrow, happy day.